Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello, this video will give you a brief summary of the poem Easter 1916 written by W.B. Yeats. First of all, let's have a brief introduction to the poem. Easter 1916 is a poem by W.B. Yeats which describes the poet's strong emotions regarding the events of the Easter Rising. The rising occurred in Ireland against British rule on Easter Monday, April 24, 1916. The uprising was unsuccessful and the Irish Republican leaders involved were executed. Yeats wrote the poem between May and September 1916. It was printed privately in 25 copies and later appeared in magazines in 1920. Finally, it was first published in 1920 in the collection Michael Robartes and the Dancer. Let's now look at the summary of the poem. Stanza first. The first stanza of Easter 1916 describes Dublin's atmosphere in 1916, focusing on its revolutionary vibe and Yeats' own experiences living there. He talks about the city's old houses and how he lived in one. Yeats recalls meeting rebels in the streets and clubs, where he sometimes made fun of them to his friends, showing a gap between him, the upper class, and the rebels. He uses simpler language than usual, reflecting his direct way of speaking to the rebels. Yeats' words suggest his mixed feelings towards the Easter Rising. He compares Dublin's people to a motley, showing their diverse backgrounds. He sees the rebels as like court jesters, remembering how he once mocked their dreams. He ends the stanza with, "A terrible beauty is born," showing his complex emotions about the rising, feeling both horror and beauty, and seeing hope for independence. Stanza 2. In the second stanza of Easter 1916, Yeats talks about the rebels, hinting at naming them later. He mentions Constance Markievicz, noting her change from a gentle person to a stronger supporter of Irish freedom, shown by her shrill voice. He talks about Pádraic Pearse, comparing him to a poet on a mythical horse. Thomas MacDonagh is seen as a poet with potential despite being executed. John McBride is described negatively, even though he was married to Morgan, whom Yeats admired. Casual comedy suggests Dublin is like a stage, echoing Shakespeare. Yeats and McBride's rivalry for Morgan adds drama to their roles in the Rising, given McBride's marriage to her, despite Yeats' love for her. Stanza 3. In the third stanza of Easter 1916, Yeats employs an extended pastoral metaphor, likening the rebels' hearts to stones that disrupt the flow of history's stream, symbolizing their unwavering dedication to armed rebellion against the English. This marks a shift in Yeats' tune towards the rebels as they begin to command respect for their steadfast resolve. To underscore the rebels' steadfastness, Yeats contrasts them with images of change, such as fleeting clouds and shifting tides. These fleeting elements highlight the rebels' unyielding hearts, emphasizing their unwavering commitment to their cause. Stanza 4. In the final part of Easter 1916, Yeats asks if the deaths of the rebels were necessary, questioning if their love for Ireland justified their sacrifices. He wonders about Ireland's value without its dreamers. The background is England's plan to grant independence to Ireland, delayed by World War I. In the earlier stanza, Yeats hinted at the song, and now he names martyrs like Pádraic Pearse and James Connolly, following Irish ballad tradition. Yeats reflects on the symbolic meaning of green, tied to Ireland and its flag. He believes that whenever people wear green, they will remember the rebels' sacrifices, honoring their lasting impact.